and my battery's dying literally this second I got everything set up. Life of a YouTuber. Oh. Really? 20 minutes and I'm sick. I don't want to do this. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I wanted to cover really quick, and I apologize, I'm really sick right now, but I'm getting ready to go to Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and Bali. So I wanted to say really quick, just a quick video on the top 5 travel apps I use absolutely every single time I travel. Let's get started. Okay, so the first travel app that I use before I travel is going to be Hopper. Okay, I was just actually watching somebody's travel vlog channel today, and I got the idea. I'm like, you know what? I don't really ever tell people, what I use when I'm traveling. So one of the most important things for me is getting the most or the least expensive ticket possible. And you probably don't think much of it if you're a once-a-year traveler. It's not that big a deal, or maybe it is. But the more you travel, the more serious it can be. If you went to 10 countries throughout a year and you save $200 per country, let's just be completely honest, do the math, boom, 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 grand. $2,000 that can save you. That's a lot. That's potentially a freaking amazing trip in itself. So Hopper is going to be my favorite. I used Skyscanner, I've used Kayak, I've used all of those things, and I'll be completely honest, it's not necessarily that they don't work, and you obviously need to find what works best for you. The reason I like Hopper the most, as you can see, is because it is 3 colors, red, yellow, green, just like stoplights. Green means go because it's the cheapest. Yellow means it's the medium expensive. And red, you just don't want to go in red, okay? Because it's more expensive. It's usually popular travel times, or they're just limited seats or something like that. Also, you can set it up so that it notifies you if the price is about to go up. People are looking into the company because they're like, how do they find out the cheapest rate? Honestly, I've never really been able to beat Hopper, but one time I went directly to the actual carrier and I had an issue, so they dropped it lower. But normal prices, I can never beat out Hopper. Super simple. I booked my ticket to Thailand there. I've had no issues, knock on wood, whatsoever with the company. Really super easy platform, and that's why I love it. I don't have to put in 100,000 different things. I put in where I am, I put in where I'm going. It gives me 3 colors to pick from, dates, pick it, boom, sold. I booked my ticket to Thailand in under 5 minutes. It really is that freaking easy, guys. And I'm doing these in order of which you should probably do them too. First of all, before you leave on travels, download these apps, because you don't know if you're going to have service when you get to certain places and things like that. You might have Wi-Fi, it might be restricted, it might take forever to download an app, but the app itself would work perfectly fine. Sometimes download speeds in foreign countries are ridiculously slow. So the next one that I think you should probably start before you actually go on your travels is going to be called Maps.me. Now the reason I say that is because it's like Google Maps in a sense, but more steered towards travelers. I think it's really important that when you get to an area, you already have everything locked in. As you can see, you go to the area, you download that specific area. So say if I'm going to Nicaragua, I don't have to download the entire world. It just takes a few megabytes and downloads that specific area that I'm going to, so that it's on my phone when I get there, even if I don't have service, which is really nice. Not only that, it actually has, once you download the area, you can use GPS. Also, once you download the area, you can find restaurants, hotels, directions, all kinds of things, gas stations, lodging, police, all kinds of really cool, awesome features that this specific one has in its actual software. So it's really cool, but make sure you download the area before you go. Keep that in mind. Maps.me is a great second option. And the reason I say it second is because you got to get your ticket, and then you got to figure out where the hell you're going once you're there. Alright, number 3 is going to be Google Translate, okay? Now you might be that person that says, oh, I'll figure it out. Okay, you probably can. And I will say, most of the time, I pretty much do. But you're going to get the occasional person that speaks and understands absolutely nothing about what you're saying, okay? And that's not a bad thing. You're in a foreign country. It's to be expected, but it's important that you understand that Google Translate can make a long conversation a split second in comparison. You literally, as you can see, you just type in whatever you type in whatever you want to say. You just and you can reverse it so they can type back to you and you can read it. It's basically like having your own little translator, your human translator right there. And you can download the languages previously or before you go on your travel. So if you're going to Thailand, you're going to download Thai. If you're going to Costa Rica, you're going to download Spanish or whatever, wherever you're going, you can download those things and it will save tons of time, tons of confusion. Furthermore, you could probably download an app and start learning the language or something like that. But that's completely up to you. Google Translate's going to be my go-to. So first is going to be, you need to make sure that, oh, what's my list? Hopper, get your ticket. Next, maps.me, know where you're going. Third is going to be actually be able to communicate when you get there. Okay, number 4, and probably one of the most important. This may be up higher on your list, okay? This may be number 2. This might be right after booking a ticket, but it depends on what kind of travel you are. I like to be able to have the freedom to kind of just move about the world and see what area. So the first night I always book near the airport or near the city or whatever that I'm getting to so that I can get settled in, readjust my schedule and stuff like that. But after that point, I use Hotels.com, and I don't know that I'm a fly by the edge of the seat kind of traveler. People tend to view me that way, but I don't feel it that way. I just feel like every time I book extended stays, like 4 or 5 days somewhere, I end up not liking it and I screw myself because I can't get my money back. So with Hotels.com, you can pretty much, if you're going to a super busy area, probably book in advance, okay? Be realistic. But if you're going to like a place like Thailand or New York City, excuse me, you're going to be able to find accommodations the night before or the night of or whatever. Granted, they might not be as cheap as if you got them prior, but you can definitely get them. The cool thing about Hotels.com, if you do book in advance, and as you can see, if you do excuse me. If you do book in advance, I just left urgent care a little while ago. Sorry, I'm really freaking tired. If you do book in advance and say like 3 or 4 days out, you're like, dude, I want to change this. What do I do? Usually, I think it's like 1 to 2 days. Don't quote me on that. Every hotel is going to have a different time, but it's usually like within 24 hours or 48 hours before you go. If you book or if you cancel, you don't get charged or whatever. But don't forget, you have to cancel. You can't just not show up or you will get charged for the stay. So that being said, Hotels.com, another feature that I absolutely love is going to be the feature where your 10th night is free. I actually have like 5 free spots. Now there's a specific, I'm not trying to go too far into this, but remember it's a average of whatever you normally stay. If you normally stay at $300 a night hotels, your free night's going to be an average of that. It's going to be a $300 a night hotel. If you usually stay at $6 a night hotels, your average is going to be $6. You're going to get a $6 a night. So I have like one that's banked for $65, one that's banked for $30, one that's banked for $20, one that's banked for $11. So they're all over the place. Remember that. And if you use a $60 voucher for a $10 hotel, don't be dumb and don't do that because you're going to lose that $50. It doesn't roll over into something else. Furthermore, it can be kind of weird. You know, maybe if you're like, and you can always pay the difference. So you'll have to learn that on your own. But Hotels.com has been by far the best for me. Hostelworld and stuff like that is usually twice the price. Plus you have to pay a deposit and stuff like that, and you end up canceling. You lose that $2 or $3 or something like that. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. So finally, number 5 is Uber. Okay, I'm not a huge proponent on Uber in America because first of all, I have a car, okay? So I don't totally believe in using Uber around here, especially in the United States. It's actually not very cheap to take a cab or to take Uber, and I really don't have the money. Although, I've noticed in other countries, specifically countries that are cheaper cost of living, Uber can be a really beneficial way. I actually took a cab in Uber, in an Uber, whatever you want to call it, from Salina Resort Hotel, Costa Rica, my last day there, and it was an hour drive. And I actually was supposed to be splitting the cab cost with this dude that was like super hungover, and he was late for his airport or his flight or whatever, and I'm like, come on, let's go, dude, like let's get on the thing or whatever. And he's like, oh, it's so cool. It was gonna be 16 bucks, so we were gonna split it. It was gonna be 8 bucks a piece for an hour drive. Like, that is insanely cheap. If that was here, it'd be like $100. So it is really affordable. Dude ended up totally stiffing me. When we got to the airport, he goes, oh, I forgot my wallet. Shut the hell up. You did not forget your wallet. You are in a different country. There's no way you forgot your wallet. And he goes, oh, well, I got a credit card. I could buy you lunch, and then walks off the opposite way. And I'm like, whatever, dude. You had a rough night. It's all good. He's talking about taking like ecstasy or something all night, and his friend never showed up and took off with some chick. I'm like, okay, just go your way. I'll go my way. I'm trying to have a good day. But that being said, you could do Uber Eats. They can deliver you food if you're not familiar with an area. It's dark, it's late, you don't want to go out and be unsafe or whatever. But Uber is a really cool one because we specifically took it to like a club in a really bad neighborhood. The club was safe on the inside, somewhat. You know, they frisked you. They actually did almost like strip searching out front. But once you got in, it was cool, it was chill. And then the neighborhood, once you got out, wasn't that great. So the Uber was right there. Boom. You're like in and out of that neighborhood, and it was really cool, really super safe. Plus, the people know the area. You know, you're getting in a random cab and stuff like that. Uber's a pretty trusted site. So download that as well. And I would download all of these before, I can't stress that enough, before you travel. You guys, I hope you guys like our video. Please push the notification, the little bell right below the video. Like, share, and comment, as well as subscribe to our channel. If you guys are new here, please check out our Facebook group. It's called World Travelers. It will be in the descriptions below. Also, the gear I'm currently using on this video, my Canon camera, my light, everything that I usually travel with will be in the links in the description below. I appreciate all your guys' help. Thank you so much. And yes, in exactly 3 weeks to the day, I will be going to 5 or 6 different countries. I don't know the count right now. I'm gonna go get some rest, guys. I love you guys. Also, check out onebigimpact.com. Remember to be stronger than your excuses and travel because, I don't know, you're not dead yet. Bye.